Welcome back to 40-Minute Mentor. Today's bite-sized episode is all about imposter syndrome, something I'm sure you can all relate to. It's a topic that comes up a lot when I speak to founders, candidates, clients, friends, family. I'm sure all of you know what I'm talking about. I've had my fair share of imposter syndrome over the years, so I thought I'd share a little bit of advice from my own experience of what's really helped me when it comes to overcoming imposter syndrome. The first thing I'd say is don't be hard on yourself if you are feeling imposter syndrome. It is completely normal and affects us all, from really high-powered, successful CEOs, Olympic athletes, to people at the beginning parts of their career. It's a completely normal thing. The one thing that I would say is that whenever I felt imposter syndrome, which has been most days, what I try to do is step back, reflect on how far I've come in my career and my life, and also think about the times where I've surprised myself and overcome that imposter syndrome, and try and remind myself of that when I kind of have those feelings creeping up inside again. So a good example of this is I went to a founders retreat of, over 100 founders were there, some incredible people that I really admired who had sold businesses for multi-millions of pounds, were just like, for me, the smartest, the most interesting, the most purpose-driven people I know. And I went there and felt like a massive fraud. And I was terrified in the run up to it. I felt like I had nothing to say, that I wasn't credible enough to be there. But then once I'd kind of relaxed and didn't overthink it and got involved with some conversations and some roundtable chats, I actually realized I had a lot to bring to the table. I am also a founder. I've been doing this 10 years. I've been through everything from almost failing many times and making lots of mistakes to, having some success. We've pivoted the business. There's so many things that I've gone through that I realized were very relevant to a lot of other people in the room. And all I did was just speak from experience. So speak with credibility and honesty and authenticity. And I was really surprised at how well my points were received. And that instantly gave me just the confidence that it was okay. And that, yes, I might not know everything, but when it comes to things that I do know, it's worth just putting your hand up and sharing them. And I quickly felt that imposter syndrome kind of dissipate and disappear. It's not to say that it won't come up again in a similar setting, but I think what I now try and do is remind myself of those times. And I think sometimes just take yourself out of your comfort zone into situations like that, because I think that often brings the best out of you. And normally you're much better equipped than you think you are. As I said, it's going to happen. It's part of life. But I think the most important thing is don't let imposter syndrome consume you or hold you back from trying new things, putting yourself outside your comfort zone, as I said, and ultimately fulfilling your potential. There's nothing worse than wasted potential, particularly if it's something to do with a little thing in your head telling you can't do something when the reality is probably far from it. We've also had some amazing advice on imposter syndrome from previous 40-Minute Mentors. So I wanted to play a few snippets here. Firstly, from Michelle Yu, co-founder of Songkick and currently the co-founder and CEO of Supercritical.
I started just opening my eyes to that fact and wondering what the hell is going on. This was the pre-Me Too, pre-Uber, pre-tech sector, reckoning with it. And I started kind of grappling with my own issues, my own imposter syndrome, microaggressions, people assuming I'm the PA to the CEO when I'm the co-founder, just small, stupid things like that. And I think that once I left Songkick and I was starting to think about Supercritical, I was just a lot more confident around my, feelings about diversity and how much diversity matters.
Another amazing example of this is Amelia Sordell, CEO and founder of Klowt, a leading personal branding agency. Amelia speaks with incredible candor and real honesty about her experience of imposter syndrome. Here she is sharing her experience.
There is nothing wrong with doubting yourself. It's completely normal. We all doubt ourselves every single day. Every single day I walk into the office and doubt myself. Every single day, I'm like, am I going to do a good job as a leader today? Am I going to do a good job for my clients today? Oh my God, I have no idea what I'm doing. Every single person, I'm going to get found out. Someone eventually is going to knock me off this rocket ship that I'm on because they're going to realize that I don't actually know what I'm doing, even though I've been doing it for 2 years. I get that every single day. I am the most important person in my life. I am the only person that's ever going to be here for me unconditionally every single day for the rest of my life. So if I can't talk to myself positively, then who the fuck is going to do that for me? You have to be your own biggest cheerleader, I think. And if that means talking to yourself out loud in your kitchen, then so be it.
That's everything from me today. I really hope that you found this episode useful. And don't forget to tune back in on Wednesday when we'll continue to talk about the theme of imposter syndrome with the brilliant CEO of Elliptic, Simone Maney. She shares her experience of scaling a rocket ship and how she transitioned from COO to CEO and all the imposter syndrome that came with that. See you then.